G'day. So it's time to start the Viper. Let's have a quick look at the bits and pieces and see if there's anything different than we did to the Cadet. First thing that's obvious is these. These to me look like disc brakes, and they look like they go behind the wheel. And the wheels are a bit different. Wheels are a lot bigger. Wheels are a bit different. Got a choice of wings for the rear. Nose cone, rear diffuser, mirrors, extra spotlight. We actually got a chair this time that we've got to paint up. Chair back. Same little man, all the little bits and pieces. This one's got an aluminium grille, by the looks of that. Little aluminium grille, which will go in behind the front there. There's also a little metal thing in here for the see if I can get it out without pulling everything out. That one for the number plate. But yeah. Anyway, let's start putting it together. All right, so it's all put together to the point where I want it, and I'm just chucking a little bit of primer over the top. They say you don't really need it, but I'd rather be safe than sure, just to make sure it sticks. So put the mirrors on it and the rear bumper assemblies on it. Yeah, that's all I've done. Make a bit of primer on it. All right, and they can sit there. I've also, I don't know if you can see it over here, I've got the rear wing as well. I've decided to go with the curved wing. I'm just going to put a light coat of primer on that. Alright, so that's a little bit of drying time. So now I'm going to spray it with this, which is a Gunship Grey TS48. See if I can do that underneath a little bit and around these bottom edges without it flying off. Alright, will do. Have to come back and give it another couple of coats of that when it dries off and flattens off a little bit. Alright, we'll do that when I get back. Alright, that's not looking too bad. Oh, so I did that. Okay. Another coat of that. And there, another coat of that. And I'll move it into the other room so it can dry where it's a bit warmer. Oh. It's really just the top I need to do because for the paint scheme that I'm using, there's going to be a second colour. All right, so it's been a couple of days, and the gunship grey is nice and dry. As you can see, I'm going to put some stripes over it in gunship grey. So I don't know if this is the right way of doing it, but some people do a base colour and then paint the stripes in. I thought it'd be easier to paint the colour I want the stripes and then tape it and then paint it the colour that I want the rest of the body. So that's what I've decided to do. So to do it, I just used this 6mm Tamiya tape and stretched it across, trimmed it with a just a ordinary everyday hobby knife. I used a pair of tweezers to pick up the little bits that I had covered here and there, and then I used a toothpick to push it into the little grooves, like across these vents, like this, to make sure that it's stuck down there nicely, and then sort of run it over the top, push it into the back of the wing, which isn't stuck on, but sort of in, like there's a groove across here, so I want to make sure it's stuck in there. So I just use the toothpick to make sure it's pushed into the groove, because I don't want any leakage. Honestly, this isn't a show cars. They're not show cars, they're just my cars. So I do have a plan for these cars eventually. But for now, they're just for me to run around my own track. So, which I'm hoping to have updates on soon. But yeah, so we just laid the tape across, just down to there. I'm not going all the way down to the bumper. That'll do for now. So, but yeah, so that's all I've done. That's where we're at. Now the grey's done. I'll go warm up some paint. Oh, and you may notice that it is a little bit wider here than it is here. But that's sort of deliberate, because I wanted the stripes, because there's two lights by the looks of things that go in here. So I wanted the stripes to start at the lights and run back. But then these vents here, like there's a indentation here. So the tape runs either side just on those indentations. And then that lays, I want to over the width of that and then over the back. I did just get the tape. I just sort of stretched it out and went, there you go, that works, and tried to get a straight line. And that's sort of where it went. I think the front gap works out to be about 10mm. I think I worked it out at. Yeah, and then this gap here works out to be 5, 6, about 8mm. That gap across there is about 8mm. I think I got that right. And then that one there is about the same. And that one there that's 6. That's 7 mil. So it's sort of tapering in. But anyway, like I said, it's not a show car. It's just me to get some practice on. Just hobby cars. You know, just we're not playing for sheep stations here. We're just having a bit of fun and having a bit of a muck around. So it's good. I'm finding it good to get out of my own head. You know, I seem to turn off and I can just concentrate on what needs to be done, and I do it. So, which is good. It's helpful in times like these. All right, I'm going to go out to the shed and we'll stick some other colour on. See how it goes. All right. So, put this purple anodised aluminium on it. And hopefully it's going to come up okay. And I'll come back. We'll put one more coat on it. Hopefully that'll be all right. But yeah. So there we go. Righto, time for the second coat. And then this will be the last one. And then I'm going to move it into the side where it's a bit warmer. Where it's a bit warmer, and you can dry sitting inside. So that's it. That's the colour. I better finish doing this too. Oops. I'll give it a few minutes and pull the stripes off. Pull the tape off. Yeah, that's it. That's how it's going to look. All right, so this has been sitting just over an hour or so. So I'm going to try and pull this tape off. I don't know how long you're supposed to leave it for, but let's have a bit of a look. See how it works out. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm very happy with that. Yeah. That looks cool. All right, Vegemite. So I've been back out into the shed and given it a coat of clear, the Pearl Clear, and I'm very happy with that. I actually think this paint job's come out better than the last one, so that's a good thing, I guess. Wouldn't want it to be worse. Getting better is a good thing. Progress. Anyway, that's it. That's the colours. That's the clear. And yes, I did the rear wing as well. So that'll be it for now. On the next one, we'll proceed to do all the little fiddly bits and do the wheels. Like a special colour for the wheels. It's so it's going to be out there. Woohoo! And I'll paint this rear diffuser. I think I'm just going to paint it black. I don't think it needs colour. I think I'll just put it under there. I think I'm just going to paint it black. Which way does it go? That way. I think I'm just going to paint it black. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. So, take it easy, do your thing. Hooroo, and I'll see you on the next one.